It's project day, weekend, semi-quarantine, so I'm gonna take this one long piece of shelving bracket or bracket mount or whatever it's called, and I'm gonna cut it in two pieces, actually three, two equal pieces and then the leftover piece, and then mount that to the mobile press. So back in a while. Two cuts and three pieces later, time for the grinding wheel. She's old, she's not pretty, but she works hella good. Two perfectly aligned pieces of mounting bracket, and what I'll probably do is drill a hole in one of them. Drill one hole in each of them. So up here we got a hole, and I'll probably put a hole, drill a hole right there too, so that we've got these puppies locked in. But yeah, that came out, that edge is beautiful. Maybe it helps if I put it in the camera. Came out great. Holes drilled. Still with oil on them. Now I'll step them into larger holes to match maybe that size, whatever size that is. And now we have two symmetrical, dirty, oily holes. The heat gun is your best friend in removing stuff. All right, first hole drilled, one of four, and I will try and tap it and see how it turns out. All right, that is hole number one with a long machine screw, because they didn't have a tweener, and I needed a tweener, so better long than short. So that's one of four. Be back when all four are done. All right, I will call that bubble, if you can see it, straight. Time for second holes and more. We will call this one side done. And this is what, hopefully that fits. And there we go. That's the idea. Make it the shelf for the bin. For the biggie giant bin. Maybe no shelf. No, that'll definitely be an oak shelf. All right, halfway done. All right, that is project, what I would call, I don't know if I want to use the term finished. Project almost done. Obviously a bigger piece of wood, but you get the idea. That would set there. I don't know if I would mount the wood or just set it freely. And then there's a big red bin that's on the way that will hang out and hang up front so that it's the weight's distributed. Or I'll just figure out a way to strap the bin so that the weight of the hulls don't F with it. But that's that idea. So that is completo for now. Completo in the sense that they still need to get painted. I don't know if I'm going to use a bigger, longer set of brackets or what, but this needs to get painted truck bed. Then it will be completo. But again, waiting on the bin to see if the idea will even work. If not, I might just have four brass screws covering four holes. This is a continuation of what I'm doing with my brackets. So I took the brackets and original colors, this whatever silver was. I did my lovely truck bed coating. Again, there's the original color, no reason to shoot the inside. Did the truck bed color. And then I took this oak, cut it down to size. I'll probably do a sticker like this, something along those lines. And did a dado cut, two dado cuts, because the idea is to mount these brackets into the frame of the stand and then mount these to the wood and then screw that in so that I've got this firmly mounted to the press stand, and then my bin will sit on top of this. So the next shots will be of the installation. And hopefully it's not too noisy with the fan in the background. So that is what the brackets look like mounted. So as I discussed earlier, or previously, depending on how I stitch this together, I cut this and put a coating of polysatin wipe-on, poly wipe-on, polyon wipe-on, poly something or other, and that's dried for a day or so. These dados were cut with a press fit in mind before they were sprayed with the truck bed, so now they will have even a tighter fit. And the idea behind this is to, I took a measurement, is to put these in at such an angle that I would be allowed, because once these are in here and I screw them in, this part of the device, this shelf, will be permanent and it's attached to these brackets, but not permanent in that I won't be able to remove it from the press. So as you can see, this is where the two brackets are going to be. So this is essentially how this will sit, and that's kind of the idea. And I've got something I'll rig up for ensuring that hulls get dropped into here. So that's kind of the thought. Now we will put some more stuff together and see if the plan comes to fruition. Okie doke. So this is the press fit and perma mount of and screwed. So these are not coming out ever without a lot of work. So I will put this on the bench now, or the stand, but in order to do that I need to move the camera. It's too tight. And if you can see that bubble, that's about as even as I'm going to get this. Even Stevenish. So now, that is what I would call part of my solution. And I'll probably put some type of skid thing here so this doesn't slide around. And like I said, I'll probably put a Hornady sticker there to pay homage to Hornady or something. And that is the next phase of my attempted bin catching solution for finished hulls. And as usual, more to come, because I'm still going to figure out what I'm going to do with the whatever it's called, the hole slash chute. So again, more to come. That is where things currently stand. I will turn it around so you get a front view, but that is the side view, and getting there. And that would be the front view. Again, still some more parts I'm waiting on to make sure that hulls drop into that bin. And I don't know if this will be the final solution. Everything's removable. 4 screws and back to original stand. I did have an idea, and I should have showed it in the other view, but there's the 2 dado cuts right there that you'll see from a minute ago, and I might, and my bench is in the way, I might do some trim like this to dress it up, since I have it left over and ready to reuse, but I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But that's the finish of the current steps, with, as I said, more to come to finish this solution out.